me out onto the porch the other night to look at a sunset, and I was truly grateful to see her appreciating something only God could do. And I found myself being more mindful of looking at the sunsets in the last week or two. I thought about the fact that science tells us that our pollution is what intensifies our sunsets. The pollution, the aerosols that we put into our atmosphere affect what they call Rayleigh scattering, the way that light rays will deflect through the atmosphere so that only certain rays will reach the eye. It's what makes us see the colors that we do. And our pollutants intensify the reds in our sunsets. That a little bit. Just thinking, isn't that just like God? To take our failures and turn them into something beautiful. Judges chapter 16, where Samson is standing between these two pillars at the lowest low. He has followed his own heart, his own desires, steadily walking against God's will, doing what he wants at all times. And he pins himself in this corner. It's his own choices. They culminate in this moment where he has been blinded and he's standing between these two pillars, stripped of his power. And in that low, he reaches out to God and he says, just one more time. Joseph, in Genesis 45, he reaches his lowest point not because of himself, but because of his brothers, because of his family. But out of that, he rises to this position of great power. In Genesis 45, he has the opportunity for the ultimate revenge experience when he reveals who he is to his brothers who haven't seen him in years. They've come in a time of need. Could have turned them away. Could have done anything he wanted to those same brothers who sold him, nearly killed him in the beginning. But instead he said, these things that you've done that you intended for evil, God intended for good. I suppose. In the pillars, when you find yourselves in those low moments where good comes of it, don't give up. God isn't done painting his picture yet. Yet he can use your failures to get the job done. I've seen him create the most unexpected endings to stories in my life. Things that I walked away from and I was able to say, how amazing is this God? So faithful despite my faithlessness. How amazing is this God who's taken my failures and turned them into something truly beautiful? Stay in these failings. Like David in Psalm 51, in his lowest low, he's committed adultery with the woman Bathsheba, killed her husband. Depth of shame. That if he with the offering of a broken and contrite heart, God won't turn him away. Use you no matter where you are. In the lowest low, though, because of something that other people have done. In a spot that you don't see a way out of through no fault of your own, because of others who acted with evil intention. Remember this did in Egypt for the good of God's plan. It's here to forgive man's evil.